What is up, folks? Thank you for tuning in. My name is Pixel Player, and today I am playing War Thunder. So, I decided to make a video on War Thunder's tanks, specifically the American 1950s and early 60s tanks. So we got the T-95, the T-32, the M103, and the M47. So, all of these tanks have very good firepower and penetration. However, one of their setbacks is they are all lightly armored for their class, even though they have casted and sloped armor, which does give them a bit more effectiveness than it would otherwise. You still have to protect your sides, of course, and specifically with the American tanks, one of the weaknesses is the turret. Now, not the whole turret, just the top of the turret. It is the viewing platform of the commander right beside, normally it's inferior of the machine gun, or the machine gun is built into it like it is on the 103. And I believe these tanks are really centered and built around the loading crew. These tanks are fast for their loadout. They are repping, so let's start from the beginning here. The T-32 is a prototype heavy tank that was developed in 1945 as the successor to the Pershing. It featured enhanced armor and a powerful 90mm cannon, but it was never mass produced, and it was canceled after World War II ended. This is the successor of the Pershing, and it has a lot of traits that are similar to the Pershing. It does have upgraded armor. The armor is more slanted. Look at that. Look how thick that is. 127 millimeters of thickness. Effective thickness, though, is doubled because of the angle. So that's incredible. Moving on to the M103. It's actually a very unique tank. The way that it is, all this armor is sloped, it's very unique compared to the other American tanks. It was the last heavy tank used in the U.S. military. It was introduced in 1957, and it had a 120mm cannon. It was supposed to counter the Soviet heavy tanks. The M103 served primarily within the U.S. Marine Corps until it was retired in 1974 as heavy tanks became obsolete. So moving on to the T-95. Oh my gosh, this is a very cool tank, and you see the lineage. It is very much like the 103. The 95 was a medium tank, and it was developed between 1955 and 1959. It was an experimental design. It was designed as a potential replacement for the M48 Patton. This is more of a concept vehicle, but it looks fantastic. Now, does it perform? We're about to see. Now, moving on to the last one. The M47, it was a medium tank developed in the early 50s, and it was an upgrade to the M46 Patton. It was widely used by NATO allies, but never really saw combat in the United States service. It was eventually replaced by the M48 Patton. So those are the tanks that we are going to be playing with today, and let's see how they do. Hello, the T-54. See, look how much bigger that is compared to this. Look at that, it is much smaller than the M103. Oh, very good, very good. Oh, man. Where did that come from? Oh, they flanked us. Wow. Huh. Alright. I think that was probably a lucky strike. That was kind of an interesting placement, and subsequently an interesting outcome. Let's go with the big brother, the M103. doesn't look bad. Where'd we get hit from?
Enemy forces have captured a zone. The enemy's getting closer to victory. Attack the
Oh, they're close. I think he's right around this corner. Oh, they're trying to get us.
We've been hit. Mobility kill.
Oh, and the gun's down? That is unlucky.
We've been hit. We've been hit.
Where was he? Oh my gosh. The M163 is one of the coolest vehicles in the game. It can just pepper some tanks. It's so much fun to play with.
The engine is burning.
But it's a paper tiger.
Button up. Driver ready. Gunner ready. Loader ready.
Oh, can we make it over? Oh, come on, you little... Oh, there we go. Oh, I caught the backside of it. Come on. Oh, dang it, that kill was mine. Now we are hard to spot, especially in this environment. Oh my gosh, our team is just wrecking them.
Roger, advancing.
muzzle flash over there and a muzzle plume.
Attention to the map. Attack the A point. Fire. Reverse.
So I'd consider this tank stock right now, and the way that the turret is traversing is smooth and pretty fast.
Attention to the designated grid.
Where's he at?
I agree.
What? Are you kidding me? Uh-oh.
We've been hit!
I see you, motherfucker. Oh, I see you.
Cloner, unconscious!
Attention to the map. Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Yeah, that was a direct hit. That was no joke. I saw it coming a few seconds before it happened. Oh my goodness. The AA guy is just going straight in. He does not care. Oh, come on. Come on, dude. Get out of there. Yeah. I think he got him. Yeah, he got him. Yeah, the turret's wrecked. 2 of our crewmates are dead.
Rotation mechanism fixed. Roger. Advancing.
Excellent. Well done. The Allied forces have captured a zone.
The T-92 is such an odd tank. What an odd vehicle. I kind of like it though. I feel like it's just, I mean, I feel like it's made out of paper, but okay, we're gonna face some serious contact here pretty soon. Don't know if I want to go over here. We're pretty exposed. I'm gonna chill right here for a little bit.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Allied forces have captured a zone.
Looks like we're pushing.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Alright, where is he? There he is. Yes, there we go. First kill of the day. Alright, there's some over there. Oh my gosh, we are destroying this entire forest. I think they're covered by the hillside. Can't see anyone.
Grid square. Thank you.
There he is.
Target destroyed.
Did you bring some friends, buddy?
Attention to the map.
There you are. There you are. I'll go for it. Nope.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
There's something big over there.
Forces have captured the zone.
Up.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus. Was he right in front of me? Yeah. And again, like I said before, he could have been right behind. I mean, my tank could have been right behind that ridge. And even so, if that commander sight is peeking out, it is a one-shot kill. For medium armor of the time, 90 and 120 mil guns are pretty good. They're pretty nice. The American technology in terms of velocity, muzzle velocity, accuracy, and penetration are exceptional. So it looks like we have two tanks in front of us. They're capturing the point. I may be able to flank. Actually, I might be able to get a good shot off right here. There you are. There you are.
Target destroyed.
We no longer have the advantage.
Where's the other one at?
We've been hit.
Was that a rocket? It was. Wow. Okay. Wow. It seems like the enemy team is dug in. They found good spots, and they are holding all of the points. Now, we still have time to catch up. Right now, it's not looking good. We may have to play more aggressive than we want. It looks like they're trying to make an advance right now. Something's going on over there. There he is.
We've been hit! Target destroyed!
Nice. I didn't think I was gonna make it, but I didn't really have a choice. There's another one.
Loader on contact! We've
Okay.
been hit!
Yeah, we're done. That looks like a little rusty tank here. Little rusty tank. Oh, look at that. Oh, nice! No assist either. Whoa. That was not cool.
We've been hit!
Oh my gosh. Look at that big thing. Oh. Oh, is that an IS-2? Yeah, that was a direct shot right there. Absolutely cooked them. Let's see this next one. Yep, beautiful shot. Right down the middle. Nothing to this right here. I mean, just a... Oh my gosh, just all the way through that. He had no chance at all. What a beautiful shot. Okay. Absolutely beautiful. Cut off his tail. Oh, oh! Engine failure and pierced one of his fuel tanks. Well, I probably placed in the top 5 in that game, and whenever that happens, the team's not that good. Because I'm not that good, right? But, so overall, I would say that the American tanks are very versatile. They're very good, kind of middle-of-the-road tanks. So one of the things that I thought was kind of interesting was most of the kill shots were actually made in the front of the enemy armor, and that's interesting. But it also points to the fact that these tanks have incredible muzzle velocity and penetration. They have very deadly rounds, especially when you get into the M series and the late T series. They have, I don't even know what it's called. Yeah, so an armor piercing, fin stabilized, discard, Sabat. It's a steel shot, so I don't think it has any explosive in it. It just goes right through and it hits something and it makes damage. It's an incredible weapon, especially when utilized appropriately. I gotta say, I do really like the Russian tanks as well. I think they have the best tanks at this specific point in time, the IS-2 specifically. So, if we go down here, the IS-2, 1944, the IS-3, the T-44, all of these are going to outplay the American armor. Mostly because of the sloped armor, the low profile, and an equivalent gun. I would say that it's probably about the same as America in terms of penetration. They're slightly smaller, they're slightly more agile, and they have a better slope. I really think that the Russian armor and Russian technology at the time really kind of invented what it means to have a really good slope for your armor. And in doing so, you increase the effectiveness of the armor, and then therefore you can actually kind of cut back on the weight a little bit if you want to thin out some of the, some of the front, or maybe, down here, maybe some of the, maybe some like the posterior armor, or, some of the armor down here. You can afford to thin it out because the angle affects the penetration of the round that's being propelled at you. So I think that in terms of effectiveness, I would say that the Russian armor at this specific tier compared to my American profile, I would say is probably better. However, the Americans are a very good second option. Now I gotta say, you can't beat the M1A1 Abrams. I mean, that thing is a heavy hitter. In this game, it's basically, it's so formidable. It's definitely the most formidable tank in the entire game because of the reload capabilities, how fast it reloads, the armor that it has. Just look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And then not just the armor, but the reinforced steel inside of the tank as well. You see, it has, 15 sheets of composite armor after the initial sheet. So, I mean, that's just incredible. And it's designed very, very well. So you got the fuel tanks protected, then you got the crew protected by homogeneous armor. I mean, the turret is basically impenetrable. Maybe from the side, yeah, I mean, you'd probably be able to eat it. And from the back, I mean, every tank is vulnerable from the back, right? So you got to take it where you can. The crew is well protected. It is a fantastic, I mean, just look at that. So, I mean, you have explosive armor, right? So nothing's really going to get through on the sides. And even if it does, you got a shell on the inside that's at least protecting the driver, and it's protecting the most important crew, which is the commander and the loader. So yeah, I mean, I gotta say, it's just an incredible piece of weaponry. I mean, there's nothing like it. Nothing has ever really been made to the effectiveness that this tank has, and nothing ever will again, because, tank technology is changing, and I really don't think that heavy tanks like the M1A1 Abrams is really necessary anymore in combat. Now, that might change, but, in terms of drone technology nowadays and air superiority, a tank is kind of just a sitting duck. If you have air superiority, it used to be the case that you would be able to wield, a tank formation and overwhelm the enemy and provide heavy press. Nowadays, I mean, because of drone technology, even if you have air superiority, you can try to jam the drones, but in doing so, you also jam your own forces. And so, I mean, a $500 to $1,000 drone with a $200 to $300 warhead on it, a kamikaze drone hitting it from the top of the tank, there's just no chance of survival. I mean, because this tank is incredible at facing other tanks, but terrible at facing a small a little pee-pee of a drone, a little pee-pee. A little pee-pee, that's what we call it. We call the drones little pee-pees. It's not really going to be effective against a small, teeny-weeny little drone, right? And I think that's what the United States is actually coming to grips with right now, especially seeing how war is waged against Russia in Ukraine. The tanks that the Russians had, which we thought were very formidable, turns out are just a pile of shit when it comes to going up against a $200-300 drone that is being mass produced now by Ukraine in vast quantities. So there's no point in fielding armor if the armor can't defend against that. So anyway, folks, that has been my playthrough of the American armor, I would say mid-tier. So thank you so much for supporting the channel. I've been Pixel Player, and I'm signing off.